Hi, this is Coach Joe Lucas, and welcome to this episode of the Magellan Network Show. I'm recording this. It's the Tuesday after Labor Day. I live on the east coast of Florida, right in Melbourne, and so we've had some interesting couple days here, and will for the next 48 hours or so. I want to talk to you about uncertainty and really mastering your mental and emotional states as advisors. We always like to talk about our intellectual capital. We like to talk about our designations, how smart we are, how adept we are in financial planning or portfolio construction, right? Or understanding the markets or our communication. Yet all those things, while very important, are not the key/critical piece that will determine whether or not you achieve all your goals. Think about this. What makes a person successful? And let's just take the word financial advisor out of the conversation now. And let's just talk about what makes a person successful versus a person who's not successful or struggles, right? And we can always lay intelligence or education on the board, and that has a very small percentage. If you look at a lot of billionaires, for example, they never completed college, or some of them even attended college to begin with. Now, I'm not anti-education. What I'm saying is to walk around, delusional, thinking that I've got to be smarter to be successful is a path to frustration. The key core differences are the following. Number one, you must master your emotions. And what I mean by master emotions is you've got to be able to overcome adversity. Sometimes adversity could be like a hurricane, or it could be just you had a bad night's sleep. And you've got to be able to bring your A game into your business to serve your clients each and every day. What else you need? You need mental and emotional energy. So you need to have this capacity to not be in a frustrated state. You need this capacity to be able to talk to a client, talk to a prospect, communicate and influence, even where you may physically not be there, but you gear up, right, to be at your best. What else are the differences? Standards, high standards. See, I look at my clients who achieve, pretty much almost everything they want. Economic goals, physical goals, lifestyle goals, all the things. And it's interesting the way they talk. I will do this. I must. I will. Versus, I'd like to. I'm going to try to. I should. Now, that seems like a very small differential in languaging, but it talks about how people frame it in their own minds. So the real successful person will sit there and it's a must. It's the language of commitment. It's the language of congruency, right? It's the language of being convicted. Try, should, maybes is options, right? Those are not standards. So you got to list also, how do you talk to yourself? How do you communicate to yourself? How do you communicate to your market? Mindset. So one of the key differences is that very successful people really understand that this is a mindset game. Yes, we need physical, mental, and emotional energy, but this is also about how you frame things and your approach to things. For example, if your goal is to have a comfortable life, I just want to be comfortable. I want to one day just be comfortable in my business, comfortable with my clients, comfortable with my cash flow. I guarantee you'll never wake up comfortable. See, our game is a game about being uncomfortable. Our game is how much uncomfortableness are you willing to endure to get your goals. That is the key thing. Now I've submitted to myself, and as a standard, I live a very uncomfortable lifestyle. I'm always pushing goals. I'm always, I have a saying that if it's uncomfortable, it's the right thing to do. If it's uncomfortable, it's the right thing to do. That could take the form of a conversation. That could take the form of a task. That could take the form of a goal that I know is just going to be a real, pain, if you will, to go accomplish. But when I look at it and go, oh man, it's going to be, one of those, I know it's the right thing to do. Some of you have to have uncomfortable conversations with clients. Some of you need to have uncomfortable conversations with team members. Some of you need to have uncomfortable conversation with yourself. And really raise your standards. See, that's the game. I call it a game because I like to gamify things. But that's our game every day. Every day ask yourself, Where's my opportunity to be uncomfortable today? Is it in a prospect situation? Is it a client situation? Is it a leadership situation? Or is it just a self-conversation situation? But where are you going to be uncomfortable? Next, calendar management. So what else makes a very successful person successful and a person who struggles? They understand the value and concept of time. We always hear about, time's most valuable resource. You can never get it back. And, once it's gone, and those, by the way, are all true. In our game, I've always found that advisors probably blow away half their day. The typical advisor is probably only productive, really, really productive. Again, you may not be typical, 3 to 4 hours. The rest of the time, it's distraction with email, the web, right? Drop-ins, this thing, which can either make you millions of dollars, the phone, or it will cost you millions of dollars depending on how you deploy this. Some of you have a issue with doing this whole day and checking your Facebook feed, checking this, your fantasy football teams, right? All this other jazz going on. And others will use it as one of the most powerful personal development tools on there. Thousands of hours of audios and videos just to kind of get your mind right, right? How do you deploy it? What do you do with it? All those things matter, and they matter each and every day. See, think about this, and it's only a little challenge for you. If you were to take your typical Monday through Friday and just score yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being like why to get out of bed, 5 being I had a rock star day, and you were just to do that 1 to 5, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just be cognizant of it, conscious of it, you would notice patterns. You would notice that, oh man, Tuesday was only like a 2.5 or 3, and needs to really be a 4 or 5, right? And you would start noticing that you become self-accountable. A lot of people come into my world and they say, Joe, I need you to really hold me accountable. And I always say to them, that's great in the short term, but you don't want me latched to the hip for the next 40 years. I'm not going to come to your office every day and kick you in the ass if you need it, right? So self-accountability is really our goal. I look at accountability as that, you don't have an accountability problem. You have a goal problem. You have a vision problem. You have a standard problem. That's not accountability. That's an effect of something, not the cause of something. Like procrastination. People say I got a procrastination problem. I say no, you don't. It's a strategy that you deploy. So if you think about accountability and procrastination, it's really the antithesis, right? On one side, I've got get stuff done. On the other side is prevent stuff from getting done. It's the same mind, same psychology, deployed differently. If you are excited about what you want to do, if you have a great business plan, a great game plan, and you really are clear on why you do what you do, and you've committed to being uncomfortable, you've committed to playing what we call our Magellan 8, our Magellan Daily 5, you get used to playing our game. You don't need accountability. Well, you need just a little something in the morning to kind of launch you, right? And then you go do your reps. You go make your day happen. If you need to be babysat every day, I would submit to you that you have the wrong goals, the wrong vision, or you're in the wrong business. Nobody's going to give you passion. Everybody said, well, I need to be held accountable. No, you need some passion in your life. You need to get in this game mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That's our game. So if you're not where you want to roll and you think you need an accountability coach, all you're really doing is maybe masking an issue like, why are you here? Why do you do what you do? And, I hear people all the time, they come into my world and I'll do any month probably anywhere from 6 to 8 initial consults, maybe, 1 or 2 evaluations. And I listen, I hear things like my job, I got my job. I got to get better at my job. I said, we are screwed. Dude, you don't have a job. And maybe that's the problem. For the last 20 years, you've deluded yourself to think you had a job, that there's time off and it's 9 to 5, right? And so in a job, what do I get to do? I get to get over on the man, right? I can kind of screw around, screw off and pretend I'm busy, but you're the man. So in essence, you're screwing yourself and your family. And for some of you, that statement right there is like an epiphany. There are no jobs in our. I don't work with anybody. I don't coach anybody that thinks they have a job. They won't make my cut. You have a business. Worst case, you have a career. It's a business first and foremost. And you're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You're an athlete. You get paid to perform. You don't like your paycheck? That means your performance sucks. And guess what? That means you suck. Period. That is the truth. Now, after saying all this today, here's the question I have for you. What are you going to do different? Because see, here's the reality. You know, it's nice to talk about things, and I like coming on. I love doing these shows, and you know, I've done over 1,200 between this and predecessors programs I've done. I've done over 1,200 of these messages. Been rolling at this thing for well over 10 years, just in the video format. And I am here to tell you that there's no better business to be in. There's no better profession to have. You can have economic abundance, time freedom, location freedom. If you don't like where you are, you can move. Assume the rest of your family can come with you if you want them to come with you. Why squander it? Why do you sit there and just play small ball? You know, play at half speed. Why? Either you don't think you deserve it, you're not willing to work for it, you don't like being uncomfortable. And that's the truth. You may not like it. You may say, Joe, you're full of BS. I get it. It's fine with me. I know what I know. So here's what I'd like you to do. A couple different things on the board. Number one, if this message resonated with you whatsoever, I invite you to come into Magellan Network, magellannetwork.net, and come hang with me for 30 days on me. See if you like it. See if I see if I resonate. By the way, we only take about 20% of people who come in on a trial as a full-time member. So those are just our numbers, right? It has to make sense. So if you're really committed, come in on a trial, submit your application. I personally review them. Number two, fabizplan.com. We have opened up registration for our 2020 business planning event. And quite frankly, I don't care if you work with another coach. That's cool with me. You know, I'm not for everybody. But I know for a fact I'm the only coach, and have been for many years, who actually does a multi-day, industry-specific, planning-specific event. Only one that does that. So if you work with somebody and you like what they do for you, great. I guarantee you they suck at planning, because I've seen them all. So I invite you to come to Fort Lauderdale with me in November, 3 days. Let's create a masterpiece for you. All right. So with that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this episode of the Magellan Network Show. And until next time, this is Coach Joe saying, live an uncomfortable life. So there you have it. If you really enjoyed watching this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the Magellan Network Show with Coach Joe here on YouTube. And remember, I'm always here to help you become a better entrepreneur, business owner, and financial advisor. With that, I'll see you next time on the Magellan Network Show with me, Coach Joe. Take care and goodbye.